out. And I need this and this. Oh, hey babe, what are you doing? Oh, do you need some water or? Oh, you finished? You finished your work? Oh, well, good job for working hard. Oh, I'm just getting started on dinner, so yeah, I was thinking of using up the rest of this chicken, and I'll probably make a stir fry for both of us. So, but yeah, shouldn't take too long. I know you're probably hungry by now. Oh, actually, but first I need to make the rice. Could you just, sorry, excuse me, I need to get to this cupboard. Ugh. Right. Oh, I need this as well. Let's put that there. Whew. All right. Right. Thank you. Oh no. It's all right. It's all right. I don't mind cooking for us. In fact, I really enjoy it. You know, like just seeing the smile that is on your face whenever you taste one of my meals. It's just. You really want to help me? All right. It's just. Do you remember what happened last time? I mean, you. Oh, you burned the garlic and you cut everything just way too big, and it was just. Oh, I won't tease. I'm sorry. In fact, actually, I guess I could properly teach you this time. All right. Okay. Well, I will stand over here and just give you instructions. Okay? All right. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Right. So the first thing we need to do is, yes, of course, babe, we're cooking together, are we not? Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we need to wash the rice. So if you open that cupboard and you get the tub of rice, okay, now you need to pour it into this pot. So just keep going until I say stop. So let's say keep going. Okay, stop. Okay, so now we need to wash it. So if you just bring it over to the sink, and then, yeah, so if you just bring it over to the sink and then just add water until it's like all covered. There you go. And then just kind of move it around with your hands like this. There you go. So you see how it's like kind of getting a bit cloudy? Yeah, that's basically what we need to wash off. So just swish it around for about a minute or so. There you go. And then just carefully try and pour it down the drain. Like that. Now you got to keep doing this until the water is like visibly clear, because then it won't stick together and it won't just kind of clump together and be all mushy. So just, yeah, you can just kind of swish it around and then oh, this is like the easy thing. This is just, this isn't that hard, but it can get, can get a bit hard when you have to cook like a big portion, because then it's like, oh, need to make sure the water's right and there's enough seasoning in it, and it's just a whole thing. Ugh. So yeah, just pour it out again, fill it up again, rinse and repeat. Can I just... What am I doing? I'm helping you by hugging you from behind like this. I need to make sure you're doing a good job. That's why. Just keep washing it. There you go. Okay, now pour it out again. Right, okay. So now you see how it's like, there's no like cloudiness in it even after you washed it. That means it's washed. So now, if you turn the tap on like slower, and just put a little bit of water in, and then, okay, so if you get your, oh, I forgot which one it is. I think it's the index finger. If you just put that into the tub, and so it's like touching the top of the rice, the water level needs to go up halfway up your first joint. So I think you need a little bit more. Just make sure it's even, and then there you go. That looks about right. So bring it over to the stove. We're going to use this one. Just dry our hands. So we need to add some normal salt, and I like to put some what's it called, coriander leaf into here, just to make it look nice, because then it's like, I don't know, it just looks nice. So yeah, so if we turn the stove on, which is this one, and then we add some salt, so one like that, and then a few good like servings of this thing. Yeah, this is how I make rice. First time I did this, I literally like sat here for 15 minutes waiting for it to cook, so I got it right. So a few more. There you go. Okay, so that's the rice almost done. So we're going to need to let it come up to temperature, and then we'll put it on like a very, very gentle simmer. And then it will just kind of cook very nicely. So I'm just going to turn it. There we go. Right, now we need to... What do we need to do now? We need to cut up some vegetables. So I got a pepper out. We have some onions, some green onions, or some asparagus. Although I don't think asparagus is a good idea. Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, I've been eating a lot of asparagus. I'm kind of sick of it now. Oh, right, okay. So We're going to cut up this pepper, so just hold the knife like this. Okay, actually, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to get the chopping board out like that. And okay, so what you need to do is, if you just hold the knife like this, yeah, so your hand is very close to the blade, and then, okay, hold on, give me your hands, so your fingers go like there, and then what you need to do is, for a pepper, if you just slice the top off like this, like that. Ugh. And then, so if you pick it up with this hand, you see how there are all these connection things. If you just use the tip of the knife to kind of cut through them. So that's one, that's two, and that's three. And then just take it out and put it over into this bin here, like that. So then what you do is you can take the top and just kind of cut out all of this edible part. You don't want the core, obviously, or the green tip thing. So just put that there, and then you can slice this up like this. Yeah, so it's like you push down and kind of away from you so that you don't cut yourself. Also, baby, with your fingers, make sure your fingers always point downwards, and so that you don't cut yourself. There you go. See? Just go slowly. You don't need to rush. We have all the time in the world. Let's just cut this. There you go. Maybe a little bit smaller, just because they look a little bit too big. There you go. Right, so get the rest of this and just kind of cut this in half. Like that. And then if you cut this into slices. Keep going, keep going. You're enjoying this, huh? Giving you instructions from behind. Okay, so we've got these slices now. So if you just kind of turn them and then cut them into small cubes again. There you go. And these ones. Yes, this is a very sharp knife, isn't it? I do sharpen this, that's why. So maybe one day I'll teach you how to sharpen a knife. But for now, we're just cooking. So almost done. Last couple of slices. There we go. Right, so if we get a bowl, there you go. And then if you use the knife and your hand to just kind of scoop up the pepper, like that. And those other ones, there you go. So you put peppers into a bowl. Now we're going to cut up the chicken. So I need to open this bag. Just use the knife to do that. There you go. Again, to cut this off. Oh, right, so we've got some chicken here. Get this bag open. Why did they tie it so? Oh my god. open. There you go. Right. So put the chicken onto the chopping board like this, and we're going to cut it into some very, very thin strips. Okay? Actually, we should cut it in half lengthways first, like that, and then just cut it into strips, like, or wait, actually, like this, kind of diagonally. So there you go. So, and then just put them into this corner of the chopping board. You might have to press down a little bit because it's a bit more tough. Ugh. There we go. Why are we cutting it into strips? Well, they'll cook a lot quicker because they're very thin. So, like, you know how with like a big juicy steak, you kind of, it's really thick and you just want to sear the outside. This is like the opposite of that. If it's really thin, you obviously want to cook chicken all the way through. So if you cut it really thin, it will like cook quicker. So that's why I cut it thin. Also, I think it just looks better than like big giant cubes of chicken. So, okay. So we need to cut this part off as well. Yeah. Also, I think it makes it easier for like, let's say if we were making like, I don't know, a curry, or if we were making a stew and you wanted to like marinate or season your chicken, obviously it's going to be a lot easier because they're not as like thick, they're not thick pieces. Oh, actually, hold on, is that oh, they gave us a bone? Oh well, we'll just leave that out. Right, next one. So again, just kind of lay it flat and then cut it in half like this. There you go. And then cut it diagonally, like lengthways, like that. How much are we going to need? Well, I think we could use maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. I think I normally just kind of cut until I don't want to cut any more chicken. And then just eat. Yeah. All right. So got to do this one. How's the rice doing? The rice is doing fine. This is a lot of work. Well, this is actually one of the easier dishes that I normally cook. I think the easiest thing I've ever made would be what's the easiest thing I've ever made? Probably my mum used to make this thing called eggy bread. Yeah, she would. My mum would just like, I think it was 2 eggs and then like a couple teaspoons of milk. Just whisk it together, and then you soak bread in it, and then you fry it, and then you eat it. It's like the most, use everything up in the cupboard kind of thing. So, yeah, it's like French toast, but it doesn't taste sweet. It just tastes of like egg and bread. So, I mean, it's nice. If I have bread to use up, I just fry up some bread. And what's the hardest thing? Oh, what's the hardest thing I've ever made? Probably that one time I decided to make my favorite curry, like completely from scratch. Like I bought whole spices and made my own garam masala and had to do all that. Oh, it took so long. It took like, I think I started it at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I wasn't eating until about 6:30. It took so long, but oh, that curry was so worth it. It was very unhealthy because it had so much coconut milk and so much like fat in it, but it was unbelievably nice. Yeah, so we keep cutting just like this, I think we like almost have enough. We'll do. Is there another small one? Looks like it. Right. We'll cut this one up. Is there anything I've wanted to make? Yeah. One thing I really want to learn how to make is dumplings. Yeah, with like a chicken or a vegetarian filling, and then you steam them. Yeah, I did buy some dumpling wrappers, but I need to like actually find a proper recipe for it. So, but yeah, I'd love to make dumplings. I'd love to make like chicken wings. I'd love to make um, what else? I'd love to make a ramen one day. Do the whole like make my own broth, like simmer chicken skin and chicken bones for like a good 16 hours. But I don't know. Just gotta find the time, I guess. Alright, I think we're almost done with this chicken. You've done really good, all cutting this up. Right, so we're finished now, so we should wash our hands. So, well, you should always wash your hands when you're touching raw chicken, because you never know. Once we cook it, it should be fine. But I'm still gonna have to check, like, after it's cooked, is it cooked all the way through? Is it properly cooked? So, but yeah, all right then. So we're ready to cook now. Baby, that was just oh, incredible. You really outdid yourself. You know that. Yeah, the vegetables were crispy and the chicken was cooked just perfectly, and the sauce was so flavorful. I'm glad you asked to help out in the kitchen. Maybe I should have you in the kitchen more often. Oh, yeah? My little sous chef. Say, yes, chef. Okay, well, I need to go wash up now, so can I have your plate? Um, Baby, I mean, you cooked, so I don't mind washing up. I mean, it's fine. Why don't you, in the meantime, go upstairs and get ready for the shower? I was thinking we could hop in the shower and then maybe just watch some TV. Okay, well, I'm going to go wash up and I'll be with you in a little bit, okay? Okay. Oh, what's that, baby? You just want to stay with me? Oh, well, I mean, all right, you can stay whilst I wash up, or you could maybe dry things as I wash up and put them back. All right, well, let's go to the kitchen then. I love you.